situation. Hey, hey, hey. So, what is voodoo? Voodoo is the fine word that means spirit or deity. Deity is a divine energy that is within you. These deities that we summon, invoke, call on, channel are energies. These energies are souls. These people had lived once upon a time because when you cross over death, the energy never dies. The energy never perishes. The energy is molecules. Molecules is the smallest particle that a substance can be broke down into. So there are air molecules, there are water molecules. So these molecules become energy sources. They're auras. You can see the color, you can see the shimmer, you can see the light, you can see the lines in them. You ever seen something in your peripheral vision that was iridescent and glittery and you caught it? That was molecules. You ever saw black dots in your eye and you see the little black dot moving across the room? That is molecules. That is energy. That is kinetic energy. Because a molecule, which is the smallest particle that one can be broken down to, that lives on and it's a living organism. So therefore it can live on its own initiative. It's a living organism. So these living organisms that are in existence are orbs, energy. In the practice of voodoo, we they actually are aware of this energy. So in order for you to even become aware of what is called voodoo, one must study science. One must study chemistry. One must become an alchemist to truly understand what voodoo is. Voodoo is something that just about everyone has heard of, seen in the movies, or read about in books. The version of voodoo which is depicted in the movies or books is usually with regards to one genre, and that is horror. There is more to voodoo than what one might think, which is why it is good. It's a good idea to learn more about it. First, we need to talk about what voodoo is not. To understand what it actually is, it isn't black magic. It is not. It is not devil worship. It is not joining a cult. And people who practice it are not sorcerers, witch doctors, and occultists. The people are persecuted that practice this because they are misunderstood because it's science. This is alchemy. Don't think that voodoo isn't intended for hurting and controlling others, as most voodooists haven't even seen what a voodoo doll looks like unless they saw it in a movie. So, what is voodoo? It is a religion which has origins from Africa. Yes, Africa. Africa is one of the names that they used to call ancient America because Africa is a continent. The continent that they used to. America has many different names. It has been reclassified many different times. If you go in history, America was called New Guinea, which is Africa. America was called Spanish America, Mesoamerica. It was called Tamerica. It was called Atlantis. It was called Aslan. It was called Wing the Con. It was called Saint Domingue of Colombia. It has many different names when you go study the different history about America. Okay, so the fact that it has connections to Spanish roots as well as Colombian roots, that explains why a lot of people in America practice a form of voodoo. It's similar to voodoo, but it's called Santa Maria. Okay, dealing with the saints. Um, the voodoo religion in Americas or the Caribbean, is actually a combination of different Catholic, African, and Native American traditions. The belief is followed by many throughout the world, but there is no proper estimate of voodooists. The religion does not have any scripture or a word authority like the Catholic Church. Voodooists focus more on a community centered experience that supports, empowers, and that supports empowerment, responsibility, and individual experience. Voodoo is entirely different across the different parts of the globe and even varies from community to community. Voodoo is all about embracing and wait a minute, all embracing and takes the entire human experience into the account. It adheres all those who believe that they are imperfect or want to have a religion in line with their purpose. Voodooists have gone through a strong history due to slavery by the Europeans. How did voodoo move around the world? Despite all that we know about voodoo, exact origin or this religion and practice are still unknown. The voodoo is said to have a Benin origin, meaning a fearsome and mysterious kind of power. This power is said to possess the priest who acts as a mouthpiece between the world of the spirits and the living. The voodoo religion cult or belief spread through the word as slave trades ongoing through the world. Voodoo was a way by which these slaves communicated and worshiped in foreign lands. Many wonder how Catholic faith got intertwined in voodoo, and the white master didn't understand the religion and the incantation rites performed by the slaves. And to stop them, they imposed the Catholic faith upon them. Some of the slaves desist from the voodoo rituals, while others just blended the Catholic belief into what they understood and made it. So, what do voodooists believe in? To understand what the voodooists believe in, one has first to know how the voodooist sees the world around him or her. Voodooists have a belief that there is an invisible and visible world and that those two worlds have been intertwined together. They all have the impression that one dies, they transition to the hidden world, and due to this, and our predecessors are always with us in spirit. So that's basically talking about the spiritual realm and the physical realm. So we live in the physical realm. When our loved ones take their last breath, they become molecules, like I was saying earlier on in the video. And when they become molecules, they become part of the air that we breathe. They become a part of the water that we drink. They become a part of nature. They become a part of the sun shining. They become a part of the animals. They become a part of the birds that sing. You say you can't hear me? I wonder why you can't hear me. Y'all can't hear me? For real? That sucks. I don't know what to do. Should I cut the video off? I don't know. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, gratitude, because I was confused. I didn't know what to do. Um, the word voodoo. Wait a minute. Voodoo religion, cult, or belief spread through the world. As okay, so many wonder how the Catholic faith got intertwined in voodoo. You know how the Catholic faith. You know how the Catholic faith got in tune with voodoo. The Catholic faith got in tune with voodoo because I found out that Roman, because if you go back in history and find out what was the first religion ever on earth, it is Roman Catholicism. So, Roman Catholicism is actually spelled with a K, A, like Catholicism. Um, that is that was before it became Roman with the C, the Roman Catholic with a C. When they changed the K from a C, they it made some changes to the religion. So the Roman religion itself was watered down, you know, and then once it got watered down to Catholicism with a C, that's when it went to Christianity, and then so on and so forth. It, many different religions started to evolve from those different religions if you study the chronological order of religion. Um, but that's how voodoo got intertwined with the saints of Catholicism because we was the Haitian Empire. The Haitian Empire religion was Catholicism.